Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The League of Amazing Adventurers here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. As always, I am joined by our head graphic designer and resident best boy, Matthew, playing Garl.
I would more than willing to share part of that title with Coop.
And of course, we also have model extraordinaire, amazing elf, Cassandra, played by Abby.
Bask in the presence of the world champion of Just Dance on 2 dances in a row!
Yeah, congratulations to you on
I've been
that.
working on it for months. I'm really happy about it.
Then, of course, we have our head artist here at Tabletop Rolls. We have McKenna playing Nim.
Hello.
And then, last but not least, we have Cooper, the head of the Coop Troop, the Cooper Cult, the Cooper Catholic. No, I don't really have a good up from that one, but you get the idea. We have Cooper playing Lynx.
It is 85 degrees Fahrenheit in Los Angeles, California, and I am in a very small room with my very hot computer. I apologize for the fan that is probably blowing in my microphone.
Directly into the microphone, yes.
You know-
You're just gonna have to deal with it, babes.
Hot
Actually, it makes your hair
computers-
look pretty epic.
Hot
It does. It
computers
does
are
give you, like, a
blessing
Farrah
in the
Fawcett.
wintertime in Canada. Like,
Also, your city is a monument to hubris.
Yes, it is. So is Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
on
So is
that
Vegas.
note, before we get started, a few announcements. Number one being, we have many other shows here on the channel. You can see our schedule down below. Keep an eye out, chat.
Oh,
Keep an eye out for all the fun, random streams I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. Also, Squishy Werewolf, thank you for all the hero points for our party. They'll keep track of that.
Look at those hero points.
Thank you.
we're now immortal.
There's
Squishy
so
Werewolf
many.
is
Say
the
that
one
for
who's
now.
squishy.
Thank you.
But where
What
was
if-
I? Right,
okay, this is a
announcements.
lot.
So we have that. We have our other shows. Our schedule is down below. You guys can all check that out. We're almost at our follower go. So I'm going to remind people, tweet about the show with the hashtag LAARPG, and you could become a NPC in this world. So please share the show with your friends. We're at 181. I want to hit 200 by January. I think we can do it. And if you haven't already
In the
followed,
words
please.
of like 2012 Tumblr, let's signal boost fast.
Spread this like
God.
wildfire.
I
shouldn't
miss
spread
Signal
it.
Boost as
It's
a show.
June in California. I need to keep my mouth shut.
I miss Signal Boost as a show. That was a really good show on Geek and Sundry. That was led by Marisha Ray.
Oh,
Signal Boost was a good show. Marisha Ray's awesome, and people should not judge Marisha Ray's choices in a tabletop game as harshly as they do. That's my soapbox for the day.
He's great.
But
We are allowed one daily soapbox.
with all of that said and done, we do not have a Ray today. Ray is off at a wedding. I don't think it's their own wedding, but you never know with Shy.
Oh.
And
I want to believe.
No, it's not her wedding.
let's get things started with the intro, and we'll get right into the game.
Love that.
Last time, on the League of Amazing Adventurers, our party set up their base and determined that they were going to head to Magdia first in order to help the Magdian people who are currently under the oppression of a massive construct-controlled AI. Constructs controlled by AI. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
After basically 5 weeks of getting their new home base set up and getting some basic buildings and some other things set up, as well as the remnants of a large treant getting regrown. Their name is Trent now.
Hey.
Trent the
Trent the
Treant.
tree ant.
Trent the Treant. But yes, now with all of that set up and ready to go, our party has basically that morning, Gwen has been waiting for you. They have the airship ready to go. And they are going to give you all some information. Yes, Magdia actually has a new capital now. Its previous capital is, well, Dunford's no longer on the map. It's been completely wiped out.
Ooh.
Now they have moved all major operations to Oldenhaven. However, that was captured by Treladaw's construct grid, for lack of a better word. Are you all following so far?
Somewhat.
So, I'm going to be dropping you off at Oldenhaven, as that is where my information network has said that the current General Steel Block, is being held. Do not know where in the city he is being held. That will be up to you to figure out when you're there, but we have the general location at the very least.
Haha, the general location. Go.
That was not the
Terrible. Awful.
Yes, but with that being said, what I do know is that there are several substations and one major station throughout the city. Each of these are large ziggurat-like structures. To give chat a idea of what they look like, and to give you all an idea of what they look like, I'm going to put us onto the map screen for 1 second. Boop. And I'm actually going to draw what these structures look like onto the map where Magdia is. So they're kind of like a little pyramid-like thing. And I'm not an artist, so please excuse my inability to draw very well. With like a large, like, cylindrical tube going up it to another smaller pyramid thing that has a crystal built into the top of it.
Crystal, you say?
Yes, a crystal.
Oh,
The crystal at the top of it, and the largest one is in the center of the city, in what was initially the city heart, basically where the town square was. This is where the largest one is. The entirety of the structure almost takes up the entirety of like the center area of this town, of this city. Sorry, and then each of the sub ones, there are 4 in total. There's one in each different district of the city. There's one in the industrial district, the trade district, the military training district, and the residential district. Throughout the day, there are very large constructs, think iron giants, that can be seen patrolling the streets. And every now and then they're shocked with the crystals, and you think that the lightning of how it goes, the lightning that hits those constructs, she believes is how they receive their orders.
Out of curiosity, this is being described to us. We're not observing this ourselves.
Yes, you're not observing it. This is
Yes.
being described.
Okay.
So that is the knowledge that Gwen has. That immediately comes to mind. Although if you have any questions that might prompt her memory, feel free to ask them.
Just for clarification, there were how many ziggurats total?
So there is one massive one in the center. Gwen has basically let you know that there's no organic life in that at all. There's nothing. There's no humanoids. It's all constructs in that massive one in the center of the city. And then in each other district of the city, in the other 4 districts of the city, there is a smaller one that only takes up like 2 or 3 buildings worth of space.
So 4 small ones and 1 big one.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And like the big one will send a lightning arc to the small ones, which will send a lightning arc to the constructs in the streets of that in that area of the city.
Right.
I must shift my mind away from Professor Chip to Garl, who is like
Yep,
barely
so-
following this conversation.
Do we have a plan of attack for them?
No.
Attack.
Unfortunately, I do not have any information on vulnerabilities of things. I just have basic observations. But when you are in Oldenhaven, perhaps the people who are living there might know something. Perhaps you may need to gather some information yourselves.
They'll talk to us?
I would assume so. You're not robot. Well, looks over at Garl. As long as you're all polite and cordial, looks over at Ray, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Ah,
They all speak common tongue, correct?
Yes. Everyone in the world speaks common because we just decided it would be easier for trade.
we weren't wrong.
So true.
Are the only enemies we going to be facing metal?
I would assume so. All of Treladar's forces here are centered around this sort of construct controlling network. The entirety of Magdia is being held by construct forces from Treladar.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll probably know more once we hit the ground.
Agreed. Oh, Garl, I couldn't help but notice during the fight in Brighthall. Do you need some sort of care for this?
Garl just kind of turns her head specifically away to remove her eye from line of sight. Like, it's fine.
Okay. I just noticed that when you called for Alessandra, I was just wondering if there's anything we could do to help.
Alessandra has been very kind to Garl.
Well, that's good to hear. But I don't know if she's coming with us, so you might need to tell us how to help you.
Don't let me die?
Okay.
I mean, if someone looks like they're going to drop a rock on me? I mean, that would be bad.
From what I understand, from what Alessandra has told me, Garl's eye should only act up once in a blue moon, for lack of a better phrase.
Mm-hmm.
And Alessandra's treated it recently, so it should be fine for at least this adventure.
She absentmindedly scratches at the crystals.
Lynx hasn't exactly taken his eyes off of her. And it's very much a sort of drilling gaze. Like, he's just curious. He needs to know what's going on here.
Now, curious, though, are you standing on the side with the eye patch or the not side?
Absolutely.
Okay, so, no idea then. Not great peripheral vision.
Nope.
Yeah, probably not. Well, Garl, if there's anything you need, just ask. We're happy to help.
Do you have any food?
You know, I think I do. And she rustles around in her pockets and pulls out something, some kind of cracker or something.
Ooh. Is it salty?
Sure.
I'm told sodium is important.
Yes, also electrolytes. Here, also, and then Gwen's going to hand each of you, this bottle. This is some water. Drink it.
Electrolytes?
Yes.
Oh, don't worry. I was struck by lightning once. I'm good.
But yes, Gwen's going to be the one piloting the ship to near Oldenhaven. They're going to drop you off just outside town. Luckily, the cloaking can be active during this time, so you'll kind of just step out of thin air. She is going to give Nim basically a stone that has a little red button on it. Says, when you're ready for extraction, push this, and I will meet you back at the location outside the city.
Understood.
I will, before we land, I will activate my vital beacon.
Oh, Vital Beacon, yeah! I love that spell.
Everyone
Some good
loves
shit.
Vital Beacon.
What sort of form does your Vital Beacon take?
Oh, does it take it for? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah. What's your spell?
I knew
aesthetic,
someone. I knew someone who flavored it like they had beneficial spores, like mushrooms, growing off of them.
Oh, Matt,
Hot.
you didn't know someone. That's how you did it.
Well, from me, it is going to be. I just have like a faint extra glow to my hair. So like, yeah, let's go for the hair.
Oh, yes, the Rapunzel beacon.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly. Do you know what, Cassandra? She was locked in a tower for 100 years, and now she's got glowy hair. I'm going the Rapunzel route.
so,
Once was mine.
Go ahead.
McKenna, have you heard the other song?
Oh, Wither and
Wither and decay.
I like that one. It's,
I
it's
watched that
spooky.
whole series. It's good. It's a good little Disney show.
Copyright infringement.
So,
Oh God, yeah.
after a few hours of travel, you guys are dropped off outside of Olden Haven. A couple of things are immediately visible. Number one, each of the ziggurats is visible. I'm calling them ziggurats because they're ziggurat shaped. They're not actually ziggurats. They're much more metallic looking, except for the crystals. The crystals at the top, you actually see like a large arc of lightning come from the large crystal to one of the smaller ziggurats, and then after a few minutes, that one sends a bunch of little smaller arcs of lightning out into the city.
Gotcha.
I wonder if are they like signal fires? If we take down one, will the others be less effective?
I think if we take down the big one in the middle, it won't be able to send out anything to any of them.
I mean, yeah, aim high.
Yeah, focus fire. Or electricity. Hopefully
we
they're not
risk?
immune to electricity.
What do we risk by targeting the center one, though?
I mean, same thing. Risk with everything.
I mean,
Violent death.
We could just go and like blow them all up, punch them, murder all the people inside them. It'll be a great time, says Ray.
Well, technically, I think I may be most interested in storming the center one because there's no actual people in there. It's all machine.
Okay.
So no
Machines can be
casualties,
broken.
Hopefully. Hell, so can people.
Oh, quick question. Well, can you just describe the immediate area that we're in? Like,
so you're on basically a oh, I've forgotten what it's called. Highland. It's a highland, basically. It's like a Scottish highland, like with like a rocky sort of plainy look.
a
to it.
plateau?
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds
Mesa?
like the right word to it.
Ooh.
Okay.
And basically the city down below you is a decently large city. It's a little bit smaller than Brightal. In the center city, the entire of the center area of the city, it's like a great pyramid-sized version of the structure that I showed you guys earlier.
Okay.
And then in each like different area of the city, there's a smaller version of that instead of taking up like blocks of a city, only takes up like a block of a city or like 2 to 3 buildings worth. And then peeking up from the tops of buildings, you can see what looks to be the heads of metallic constructs. There are about 2 in each area of the city that are patrolling it.
Should we make any effort to disguise ourselves? I don't know if we've been programmed.
Is there any
to-
mud around I can wipe on my face?
I mean, no, but I have a fancy hat. I have a couple fancy hats.
Ooh. Would Cassandra be familiar with these constructs at all?
I would let you make a Arcana check to try to identify the really tall ones from a distance.
Let's go.
These vaguely remind me of the Magiscard wastes.
Yeah, they do.
Do they seem at all familiar? Like,
Oh, yeah, they do in Design Coop. They do links.
neat. Hate that.
Yep.
Hate that a lot.
Wait, what?
Having question actually that on that case, having lived all my whole life in the Magiscard Waste, have I ever seen anything like this?
Garl has definitely seen these not working.
Mm.
Garl,
Looks at her piston club for a second.
Oh!
for scale, one of these would probably be about 10 Garls tall.
Garl is now a unit of measurement. Okay. That's actually pretty tall because Garl's a pretty big lady.
Yeah, here, you know what we'll do? I'll put it onto the map one for a second for the stream, and I'm going to actually make the creature, the head, look really big on the stream, So that's what the thing. That's what it's peeking out of. It has like this sort of like cylindrical head. I'm just going to put this onto the street map so y'all can see
Ooh.
it.
Nasty.
So it kind of looks
Oh,
like
that's
that.
neat.
That's poking
Ooh,
out.
that looks like it could fuck me up.
It does.
I want to rip its head off.
And there's 2 of those patrolling each area.
Oh.
But that's all
It
y'all
seems
see.
like a design flaw to have the gears in the stomach exposed.
I mean, they are rebuilt.
I mean, you've got your crystals exposed.
Yeah, but that's natural.
They are
That's
rebuilt.
different.
Beautiful and natural.
To be fair, they are rebuilt from. They are basically rebuilt archaeological things, and like now that you're looking at them, oh, my internet's unstable. 1 minute. Now that you're looking at them, you can just tell that they are definitely reconstructed and that they were probably brought from the Magicard waste, and Trelladar is basically has learned a way to hijack them, for lack of a better word. Like, this city was probably studying them, and then Trelladar planted their ziggurat and was like, they're ours now.
See, this is what I was worried about with the androids. I'm kind of glad they were focused on these instead. The hijacking of, mechanical. I'm glad it was these guys and not.
I already
'cause I
have
would be
one
very
character
sad.
that I use who tries to steal the sentience away from androids, and that's in Starfinder.
Oof. Dark. Shall we?
Yeah.
I think we shall. Are
Suppose
we
so.
angling to talk to anyone, or
Well, here's my first
Do you
question.
think-
Are any of you going to disguise themselves while entering the city? Like, are you going to put cloaks up, or what are y'all going to do?
Maybe I'll break out the ye old graveyard shift attire.
Will, you said we're on like a raised area of like it's rocks and dirt and stuff.
Yeah.
Can I do a nature check to literally try and just disguise myself with like dirt and mud and stuff?
Yeah, go for it, Carl.
Go all Arnie and Predator.
Oh, natural war paint.
Carl
28.
disappears into the foliage.
Hot.
Shoving twigs in my ears.
How far away are we from the nearest settlement of any kind?
Maybe like a 10-minute walk.
Okay. As we get closer, could I potentially try to glean contents and see if there are any wanted posters around?
Yeah, I'd let you do that.
I'll stick with the hood disguise for now.
Fair enough. As you guys are getting closer, there are no wanted posters. However, there are a number of posters that say your compliance is welcome. As so long as you follow all rules set in to order by control, you will be prosperous under control's rule.
I, for one, welcome our controlling overlords.
Yes, it's like I for one welcome our mechanical overlords. It's a whole lot of stuff like that.
Will, how far are we from like what appears to be a more lived-in area of the city?
You're literally like walking into it and you see those posters.
Okay. I'm gonna stop for a quick moment, kind of close my eyes, and just kind of focus some power into my feet, and I'm going to use is it one of my arcane tattoos to cast Long Strider on myself.
Fair enough.
So I just gain a bonus of +10 to my speed for an hour.
Nice.
nice?
I'm
But
a
yeah,
little quicker on my feet.
as y'all are walking basically towards like this town, there's no gates or anything. It's like an actual city. There's like a little like road that goes all the way around the city. You're basically crossing that, and it's a bustling city. There are people walking around doing like day jobs. There's like a guy selling hot dogs on the side of the road. There's a number of constructs walking around with what appear to be weapons that have crystalline tips on the tops of them in their hands. You see basically two of the constructs walking up towards some people walking down the street. They have like a short sort of compliance. Please show papers. And they like show off some papers and they say excellent. And then like one of those strikes of lightning hits their back like crystalline antenna thing. and then you just see the two constructs kind of say, new orders received. And the other one's just like, yes, new orders received. And they're like, at the same time, they both say, Roger, Roger, and they start walking off.
Okay.
That's a reference to something that I haven't seen.
Clone
McKenna.
Oh, I haven't seen
Roger,
Clone
Roger.
Wars.
Roger,
Mouse.
Roger.
Mouse owns that now. We have to be very careful.
Listen, I'm a big nerd fan. I'm on Disney.
But in all seriousness, that is like basically they receive new orders. New orders received. Roger, Roger, and they walk off.
I'm concerned about these papers. Bureaucracy is the natural enemy of the barbarian.
Cassandra will tug on Nim's sleeve and say, this might be a bad time, but they're selling hot dogs, and I've never had one before. And
Oh,
That's so in character. Oh no!
Food?
I guess I suppose I don't see the harm in it. As long as they don't ask us for papers because we don't have any.
Will,
Yes?
is the currency the same here?
It's the same currency. It's always gold.
can I take advantage of either Schooled in Secrets or Deceptive Worship to try to forge some papers?
I would let you do that, but forging papers in the middle of the street would be difficult.
I
I
mean,
know.
Garl could stand up straight, block view from like 90% of the people around you. You could just write on her back.
Yeah, if you want to
That
do
is
that
true.
whilst Abby and once Nim and Cassandra are getting hot dogs, you can.
That's the idea, is that we look pretty innocent while the two of them gather some delicious hot doggery and
Get some for
Just for-
everybody.
Yeah,
just for like
yell-
the purposes of the game and the purposes of the stream, I will link both of these skills.
perfect.
I yell out to Cassandra, ask if they have soft pretzels.
Soft pretzel.
Are you going to walk up to the hot dog stand, Cassandra?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to Big Sal's Hot Dogs.
Excel!
And as you're looking at the stand, it appears to be a hot dog stand, but basically one of the burners is just literally a shopping cart.
Works for me. Cassandra
like
doesn't know that that's wrong.
Cobbled together, it is like the most cobbled together sketch food stand on the street thing ever. It's like, yep. All right, what can I get you? We got hot dogs, we got pretzels, we got everything you need here. What do you want?
Ooh, can we
I love
get
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hot dogs and 1 pretzel?
All right,
good,
5
good.
culinary
I got 4
chimeras
hot
coming
dogs.
right
I'll
up.
eat 2. Awesome. And I'll put the gold on. And...
Yeah, it's just 1 gold piece. And then, like, as they're kind of like getting things right, it's like, yeah, I'm just happy that they're letting me run my stand still. And it starts handing you the hot dogs. Enjoy your culinary chimeras, man.
Chimeras!
Oh,
I mean, if you think about it, yeah.
yeah.
Hot dog.
Immediately, 1 hot dog in my mouth. And I'll go like hand 1 to Carl.
It's a good
I
hot dog.
hate this. Oh my
Can
god.
I maybe read some lips and see what people are talking about?
Yeah, sure. We'll do that in a second. We're going to quickly deal with Lynx's thing here. Make me a, it would technically be a society check to forge papers. So make me a society check, Lynx.
Absolutely.
Papers, please. Ooh.
Nice, Lynx. You forged some pretty good papers during that time period. It helps that you got a decent look at them when the other people took it out.
hmm
And then I'm also going to say for the reading lips, it's mostly just kind of pedestrian conversation. It's sort of like, oh, I need to go to the store and pick up some more bread for our bread basket. Oh, we need to get more butter. Hey, honey, person yelling down the street, honey, don't forget to get the milk on your way home from the office, like stuff like that.
Don't be going out with your pretty secretaries after.
It's like 11 a.m. So,
Yeah.
you know, midday sort of conversations. The hot dog stand, there's like a line starting to form.
Love that.
Nim, are you sure you don't want one?
I'm sure. Thank you though.
Cassandra eats Nim.
This is like the hardest like in character choice I've ever had to make. I, McKenna Ray Tynan, love a good street hot dog.
Oh,
They
no.
are with the bacon around them, unstoppable. unstoppable.
I miss hot dogs.
But
Nim,
Nimbus would
however,
not on
is used
account of there might be
to
poison.
restaurants and food inspectors.
Not only
Admittedly-
that, she's very wary of poison.
That's
Oh,
so
God.
true.
On one hand, there's Cassandra. On the other, you guys didn't see it, but Garl ate a rock earlier.
Oh yeah.
Well, it helps with
What-
digestion.
I mean, also, she just everywhere she goes, if it's a new place, like a little bit of dirt. Just to
I
be
love
sure.
that.
A little bit.
What a druidic thing to do. Admittedly, Lynx is not one for meat, but
From the
in
street.
the interests of not offending Cassandra, he'll try to like wolf it down as quickly
I
as
mean,
possible.
Ray will offer to scarf yours down for you.
You know what? That's true.
She needs that protein
She does need
Ooh.
that protein.
for the muscle.
Cassandra takes a piece of pretzel, puts it in the bun with some mustard, and gives it to you instead.
Oh,
Delightful.
it's just bread in a bread bun.
Bread and a bread bun.
We are
You guys
getting
have-
so much mileage out of this hot dog stand.
I'm
you
just
guys-
kind of letting y'all riff on it because this is.
Have you guys never heard of the toast sandwich?
Listen, as
they ate
someone
during the
who
Blitz?
adores carbs, I was that kid that put spaghetti into a biscuit, like into a bun, in
Mhm.
middle school and high school. It's good stuff. The texture is divine.
Oh,
I would
cannot-
go to Wood Ranch and order mashed potatoes with a side of mac and cheese.
Y'all, I cannot wait till I'm
Potatoes.
down to cook for all of you. All right, so hot dogs and papers are made.
That's the episode title.
You all figure that
Hot
you're
dogs and
currently within the residential area of the town. There's not many like buildings that are non-residential buildings. If you've ever seen Ascendancy of the Bookworm, most of the buildings here are like the apartment buildings from that. So very tall, plain structures. Very utilitarian.
Hot. Very sexy. With these papers, is there anything else we need to procure?
You don't see anything, and like the constructs aren't asking everyone for their papers. It's like a random spot check every now and then.
Okay.
I imagine if we attempt to enter a pyramid, asking for our papers will be the least of our concerns.
I agree.
Papers, please.
I think I'm more pleased. I'm so glad that I took these skill feats. I had a feeling we'd be doing infiltration at some point, and I'm so glad that Will is a generous and kind enough DM.
I mean, every
As above, so below, to to let me pass myself off as a member of a religion.
I mean, skill monkeys are always good to have in
I
a
mean,
party.
Coop, you're a member of the Church of Perpetual Exemption.
So
Anyway,
where are we headed?
Anyway,
can I maybe just like mosey on over to a shop owner and just give him the old like, you know, we've been traveling for some time and we've just arrived in town. There seems to be all sorts of new technology. Do you know anything about it?
Make me a diplomacy check to gather information.
Yes.
No, Altair, I'm not going to give them street dog poisoning.
Oh, that's why I didn't eat anything. 31.
31, that's a success. So, as you're talking to this, like, oh my goodness, you are going to believe it. We were actually taken over by Treladar a few months ago.
Well, naturally.
It was traumatic. Like these ziggurats just plopped down. My friend, they lost their entire bloody house. Like it just smushed down on it. Granted, they
Did
they
told people to
evacuate
get
the
out, and
buildings?
most people got out. But there were like some people, I'm sure, who didn't listen.
Oh, how awful.
But yeah,
You have my sincerest condolences, and please
I mean, I
pass that
didn't lose
along to your
anything, so
friend.
you know it's fine.
Of course. Well, I'm happy for you then.
But yeah, so like, you know, then those constructs walked out and said, hey, you know, this is Treladarian land now. Nothing's really changed for like, you know, regular people because like we still just pay taxes and like live life. We can't punch constructs, but like who's going to go around punching robots with guns, right?
Yeah, of course. Who would do that? That would be. That would be
So
crazy.
Oh.
that would be like insane.
And like, yeah, that's really it. Like, I guess like a bunch of like there was a long time like the Magdi, our old military, they were holding out real well, but some adventurers absolutely just decimated them a few months ago, and they haven't quite recovered yet. So we were in a bit of a weakened state.
I'm sorry, adventurers?
Yeah, some group of adventurers stopped, what was it? The old general. He was trying to do something stupid, and a bunch of adventurers murked him and a bunch of the soldiers. It caused a whole bunch of military chaos. It put us in a weakened state. It's probably why Chaladar was able to take us so easily.
That sounds very entertaining.
That was six-ish, 7-ish months ago by now.
Yeah, but the
Wow, that
entire
was, like,
command
so
structure was
long.
uprooted. And, like, we're a military-based nation, so, like, imagine if one day your entire government just got, like, ripped up by a group of random people, right? Like, that would totally mess up your country on an economic, sociological level. It was crazy for a couple weeks. There were people talking about, like, a day where there just wouldn't be any laws and, like, people would just get all, like, the angst out in one day. Luckily, that didn't happen.
Not the purge!
Oh,
Oh no!
well, I'm glad society recovered from that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm feeling that hot dog now.
those people, whoever they were, they just absolutely destroyed this country.
Oh
They
my
do
God.
sound really attractive.
I'm sure whoever they are, they're very sorry for what they've done. But who ended up filling that power vacuum?
Well, luckily, Marshall, former Marshall, now General Steelblock, now he filled it. However, he is currently. No one's seen him the last few weeks. He took a force to try to deal with one of these ziggurats, and they just kind of, haven't come out of it. As you do.
So do you think he's still trapped in the ziggurat?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just a shop owner who watches, gossip and stuff.
Of course. I'm just... you have me so engaged in this story. It's incredible.
Gossip and stuff.
Oh, it's fine. It's just what I do. Like, I keep people busy whilst my partner goes and steals all their possessions. It works.
Oh.
Nim checks the bag of holding.
That's like so
I'm just
interesting.
kidding. In all seriousness, I'm just really bored. Not many people need Magdian military uniforms anymore. Just point in the store filled with, military uniforms.
Oh. Well,
You don't really
How
have one
much?
anymore. They're more of a fashion piece. And, military chic was last season. It's springtime.
Very
Ooh,
chic.
ooh. Garl kind of waves at Nim. Pretty eyes. Do they have any scarves?
we have someone asking about scarves.
Oh, all right. Well, I have a couple. Here.
Ooh.
They'll bring out a box of just assorted scarves. We also have this one, and she'll bring out this lacquered mahogany box and put it onto the ground, onto the table, and open it up. So there's just a box of regular scarves, but there's also what appears to be a scarf made from dragon scales.
Oh, what?
Excuse me. What?
That looks sick as fuck. What?
Scarves
Does it give
made
fire
from dragon
resistance?
scales, bunch of regular scarves.
Not this.
Now, are the other ones made of cotton or?
There's a wool, there's a cotton. Oh my god, just saying cotton makes my teeth tingle. Anyway, or a yarn. I don't know. This stream. This might be way too much information for y'all. There's a visceral feeling whenever I say the names of certain material types. I just get a tingle through my body sometimes.
Me too. I hate it. I hate it.
I have no idea why. But anyway, so there's a whole bunch of assorted material, exotic scarves, and there's the one dragon scale scarf.
Will,
Yes.
can Garl do an Arcana check to try and determine if there's anything magical, cool about this dragon scarf?
Yeah, make me an Arcana check.
All right, Garl just reaches out one of her giant mitts and just kind of passes a hand over. Nope, 16.
I can help out with a detect magic read aura for you.
Go for it, Nim.
Detect magic read aura. Bam.
It is an evocation aura. And
Ooh.
specifically, It is a scarf of dragon's breath.
Hot.
Once a day, it gives the wearer, in this case it's red scale, so a fire breath weapon.
Ray.
Isn't here. You can buy that if you. Oh, that's all yours if you want it, girl.
No, I'm saying that I am all about the thematicness of that for Ray.
It gives you a
Plus,
cone of fire.
I have enough spells built into my body.
Gives you a 30-foot cone of fire once a day.
And how much would this be,
Oh,
hypothetically?
that is 250 gold.
It's not bad.
This is one of those things where we have to ask the shopkeeper, are there any side quests you need done that could lower the price of this item?
Probably not. They don't seem to be too keen on
Do you
adventurers.
need 5 boar's heads for
I
some
used to
odd
be,
reason?
You know, I used to
For
be an
some odd
adventurer,
reason.
But then
How
I took
about
a
traps?
I'll buy it.
What happened? Why did you stop being an adventurer?
Oh, I took a terrible amount of damage to my soul after an undead drained part of my soul from my body.
Oh my god, it
Oh.
really do be like that sometimes.
I have a friend who had the majority of his soul drained from his body. It was traumatic.
By the way, it's a 30-foot cone, and it would deal 5d6 of fire damage.
Oh, that's
Okay.
hot. Even I want that, and I'm never gonna use it.
Garl has no money, by the way, so...
Oh no!
Carl! Carl!
I mean, I have lots of cool rocks and some big teeth.
I found a rock.
It's a really cool
Sandra
rock.
just like hands over the money.
I love Garl a lot.
This one's shaped like a bunny.
They will hand you the scarf and say, "Great, I've been wanting someone to take that off my hands for ages."
Oh, so it's cursed.
No, it's not cursed. It's just, you know, it smells of dragon scale.
But it comes with
Uh-huh.
And
a
that's
thing
like
of frozen yogurt.
that's like 3 seasons ago.
Of course, of course. And Garl, did you want like an actual face scarf for yourself?
Oh, yes.
Asking.
I was asking about the scarves, yes.
Oh, you know
Just
what might
something,
look
a
really
nice soft
good?
scarf.
You know what might look really good on you though too? And she goes like underneath the desk and she like takes out this like iron mask,
Oh, like a whole Mad Max little
like a
little
whole like
moment.
Wow.
iron faceplate that has like the whole slits for the eyes and the mouth in it.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of hot.
One of those streams.
Garl reaches into her bag and pulls out the bunny-shaped rock and holds it out to Nim. I will give you this rock if you buy me that metal face.
Oh my god!
It's a good rock.
How much for the metal face?
Oh, this thing's like 2 gold pieces. Although I should warn you, it's a little bit cursed.
Oh,
Define a little bit.
define a little cursed.
Well, the last person who had it on them couldn't take it off until they completed like 18 trials or something. I don't know.
What?
Carl, I don't know if you want to do trials right now. We
We don't know. Maybe the trials are like tie up your shoes. Oh, wait.
You don't wear shoes though.
Looks down. I don't. What have I been wearing on my feet then?
I don't know.
God.
Oh, was that just mud? Oh.
I thought you knew. We can get you shoes. Do you want shoes?
I mean, what are the benefits of shoes?
They keep your feet from being scratched or cut or stepped on.
We could make you taller.
They can make you taller.
How like flat?
She
Are
runs to
Garl's
like the
feet,
side of
by
the
the
room just
way.
because now this shopkeeper's invested
Red
in
Flintstone,
this.
I'm sure.
She runs to the side, grabs some shoes. It's like a full set of stiletto heels.
That seems
Oh.
very impractical.
Oh, incredibly! As someone who wears heels in every fight, it's
I mean, I suppose I
I
could
wouldn't
stab
recommend it.
someone with the heel.
Does Garl have like elephantitis of the feet? Like, are they flat and round from not wearing shoes?
No, girl's just that tough.
How do you?
Good for her. That's hot.
Being barefoot works.
McKenna.
No, admittedly, she probably has like hobbit feet on the bottom just from how tough they are.
Yeah,
I'm
calluses.
thinking about sidebar. I lived in New York City for like 3 years, and I'm not saying that LA has like a better homeless problem than New York. That would be extremely facetious. But have you seen people that do not wear
Also,
shoes for like a long
I'm
time?
now imagining Garl's like feet with like each of the outer toes just like flexing.
You know, perhaps there are more productive things to do
Yes.
than talk about Garl's feet.
She walked on a lot of sand. Okay.
She did.
Good for her.
A lot of
Good for
sand.
Garl.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah,
Ooh,
so
I bet
like
her feet
she's just kind of been like going around. It's like, yeah, so like welcome. So thanks for the gold.
Just ignoring us. Just
Y'all
being
need
like,
anything
please don't
else?
listen
You
to them
just
talk
wanna,
about
you know,
feet.
hang out in the
But
shop.
yeah, Garl, if you want any non-cursed scarves or shoes, consider it my treat.
I would like a scarf. My neck does get cold
Oh,
and soft.
Oh, here you go.
Out, like,
We'll give you this one, and then she like grabs like one of the scarves and has like a lovely sort of like brown and like red to it. It's like a very fall color.
Ooh,
It's like it's a
that
little
is
bit ahead
Carl's colors.
right now because we're not quite into that season yet. But I think it really goes well because they're natural tones.
It's not like a Magdian University team scarf, is it?
No, it's just like a
Go
nice
war
little-
criminals!
oh my god.
War criminals, good God.
It's their college team.
All right.
That's canon now.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Ooh, Cassandra will take Ray aside and present her the dragon scarf and be like, consider it an engagement present.
and it will never
Oh,
be
yes.
used, and it will now never be used.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Not necessarily if there's something flying, she may resort to it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what?
And it's fire.
And this fire.
It's fire. Just let me know what I owe the shopkeep for Garl's scarf. And
The scarf is like a gold piece.
no
Oh,
worries.
nice.
It's fashion. It's simple.
it's fashion.
It's fashion.
You're wrong.
It's military chic, but make it fashion.
Oh my
Or-
god.
After Garl fixes the scarf,
Mhm.
she places a big meaty hand on your shoulder, Nim, and you probably visibly put down a little bit just from the weight of it. Thank you, pretty eyes.
Oh.
Oh,
This is literally the softest thing I've ever owned.
Oh my god.
oh, we'll have to get you more soft things. They're really nice,
There's a
I mean,
Squishmallow store
not very
across the
protective,
street.
though.
but comforting, emotionally protective.
Soft.
Thank you, Garl.
So I think we're on our way to possibly the ziggurat because I don't know where else to gather information.
Or skulls.
Or skulls.
Well, I mean, there's several places. She'll give you like a rundown of the town. There are a few districts of the town. There's an industrial district. There's a trade district, which you guys are on the edge of right now. There's a military district, which is where the military used to train. There's a residential district, which you're on the edge of right now. You're on the edge of where the trade and the residential kind of meet up. And then there's the city heart, but no one can get into the city heart right now. It's completely off limits. There's literal, she says, weapons that will fire beams of fire at you if you go near it.
Ooh.
Tesla coils.
Uh,
For those few Command & Conquer Red Alert fans out there.
She will also say that y'all aren't from around here, right? There's a curfew right now.
Oh, is there?
Yes, we're not allowed to be on the streets after 10 p.m.
Thank you so much. We would have been completely vulnerable to that.
I figured it's why I told you as much as, like, you know, it's important to tell people these things.
Thank you.
we really appreciate that. Thank you.
And is it like about noon by now, Will?
It's about noon by now. You guys spent a lot of time picking out scarves.
My
Yeah, we
long
did.
strider has
Wow.
faded.
Rita.
Sorry, Matt.
I don't suppose you would happen to know anyone who might have more information about what's been going on in the city lately, do you?
Make me another diplomacy check.
If necessary, I can intimidate.
I don't think my
No,
diplomacy
they've been so
is.
nice to us.
Well, we could find someone else to
Yeah.
intimidate.
Good
I can't
girl.
help with that, unfortunately.
Oh,
32.
Cool. No need to help
silver
at all, then.
tongue.
Yeah, she'll kind of be like, well, so I heard there's like a couple people in the industrial district who have been messing with things, but I don't really know much about that. I kind of just keep my head down and make money.
Hmm.
You know, being dead
course,
doesn't
and who
let
can
you
blame
fulfill
you?
your dreams, right?
Of course. Well, you have been absolutely lovely. Where might we find these people within the industrial district?
Honestly, I don't know. I just know they've kind of been messing with the constructs in there, so like compliance has been getting a little bit angry.
Compliance. Is that a noun?
Oh, yes, each of the districts AI thing, the lightning ziggurats has a different name.
Oh.
The industrial district is called compliance. The trade districts is named cooperation. The military districts is named order. The residential districts is named security, and the central district is called control.
We'd be writing this down.
Oh.
I would.
That's a good
recommend-
idea.
Probably.
I'll
It's
put
fine,
it
it's
into chat.
You're a good
I'll
friend,
write it
Charlie
down.
Brown.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in
Whenever
the
Will
Discord
puts it in
chat
chat.
because Word is showing me that I have many things spelt incorrectly, and I don't want to out myself on stream.
Didn't you
That's
just
so valid of you. And I'll copy it down
Um,
onto a sticky note.
Then maybe let's take a stroll over to the industrial district and hope that none of the constructs come and ask us for papers.
I think industrial or maybe military might be best to check out during the day.
Well,
And then
she
we
just said that
can-
there were people that have been messing with the constructs in the industrial district. They might know more about how they're made and how they're built and
That's fair.
what makes them tick.
Will,
I'm mostly thinking about like
Just
what's
incorrectly.
I have a question, Will.
Yep.
Because I almost certainly will almost never get to use this lore skill, can I use my warfare lore from my background to make an assessment of like patrols or like the robots wandering the streets?
Yes, make me a warfare lore.
I'll never get to use this lore. I didn't even want to.
I really hope you roll well on this.
19.
19's enough to get a little bit of information.
Okay.
So, as you're walking through the different districts, like as you were walking through the residential district, now you can see into the trade district. The constructs in each of the districts have very distinct builds to them. The constructs in the residential district are very sleek. The constructs in the trade district are almost humanoid looking. So they have like a very each district has like a different specialized type of unit in it.
I relayed all this information, not sure what to make of it myself.
I'm sure all of the absolute units are in the central district.
Probably.
If anyone wants to make me a perception check, you can as well.
Absolutely.
Also, I didn't mean to, but it was very on brand that I misspelled warfare for Gar's loyal lord.
I love that.
That's fair. Perception of 34, 29. Anyone else want to make perception checks?
Sure.
Sure. With
Yeah.
a prompt like that, how can I say no?
20, 30.
Ooh.
Alright, so it will be Nim and Lynx who can see it. Flying in the air, there's like a bunch of ravens, but in the middle of it, there appears to be like, you remember seeing them in the Magistguard Waste, those like small clockwork spies? Those like small circular orb things with like the wings that are flying. You see a couple of those flying in with the swarm, hiding in the swarm as if in disguise.
Malevolent golden snitch.
Terrible.
Can I get a gauge on how fragile they might be with a 34?
You remember that they were decently fragile when you fought them last. But they are like 90 feet in the air.
So, like, hypothetically, Could Merle get up in there and like?
You do not think Merle could take them in a fight.
Okay.
Oh,
They are a CR. They are
He's
a
got the
higher CR
spirit.
than Merle.
not the
Garl-
little man.
Garl sees you looking up at the things, and she leans in close to say, "I can fly."
What?
I mean, me too. But Merle might be a little bit covert as opposed to flying.
Yeah.
You
I am not covert.
we might draw a bit of attention to ourselves.
Wait, I'm sorry, Garl. You can fly.
I mean, for a little while, and then I fall.
Everyone can fly for a little while.
Just long enough to show you the world.
We've been over this.
This call just went both very like shitposty and very dark at the same time, and I truly don't know how to process it.
So have we reached the industrial district yet?
Yeah, like you guys can be walking while you're doing this, and yeah, you can make it there pretty easily. It is like think Industrial Revolution industrial district. Like there are smokestacks.
Hot.
It is hot. There are forges being run constantly.
Are there like?
Or food stands?
No food stands here. This is all.
Are there any young Westrels and vagabonds and orphans running about?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I suppose can I make another quick perception check
Well,
to see if I can find any hint as to like where these
that would be
cheeky
a
little
gather
inventors might
information,
be.
and that's done with diplomacy.
fantastic. I
Carl
Can I
has an
repeat that if you-
idea.
What's the idea, Darl?
Well, first, what are we looking for exactly?
We're looking for the people that are messing with the constructs because they may have information about them that would be helpful while storming a ziggurat full of them.
Oh, okay, never mind. I had a different idea.
32.
All right, so Nim, after a while, like kind of like looking around, talking to people, as you're asking around, about maybe 30 minutes will pass, and walking through the street towards you is an Azer.
Oh,
A what?
An Azer.
I don't know what that means.
do you mean an Asimar?
Nope, an Azer. Fire dwarf.
Oh, she's cool.
Oh,
she's cool.
Oh, she
Oh,
is-
we like her. She's fucking dope.
And yeah,
We
as they're kind of
stan.
walking around, and I'll say it takes you the better part of a couple of hours to kind of like look around the industrial for this. So now it's like getting to like 6-7 o'clock. They're going to actually like as they're kind of walking down the street, they're going to stop for a minute and just kind of look at you, just with this very perplexed look on their face, like, I recognize you. Why do I recognize you?
I recognize you. Were you on?
And then they're like, oh shit, and they start booking it down the street.
All right, but if Ray doesn't do it, I'm gonna try and.
Well,
tackle
we're going to
her.
roll initiative as we have begun a chase.
Oh, a
incredible.
chase!
Chase!
Oh,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Here's my initiative.
Where is my icon? There. it is.
Load!
You gotta love a chase.
Oh,
You gotta love a chase. Ooh, girl's on it.
Garl has been itching for some action.
So, the first trial is the fact that there's a large crowd in this area, and they're all working. So I need a athletics or acrobatics check to push your way through the crowd.
All right, acrobatics is Desna's favorite skill, so,
So-
wish me luck. Be with me, Desna.
Garl.
I'm gonna do athletics because this is one of the few things Garl actually is good at. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Roll it.
30.
A 30 is a success.
Did Ray roll initiative?
Ray is not going to help in this, just because they're not here. and I don't want to
She's
have to roll.
useless.
The street meat is hitting her pretty hard now.
Yes, the street.
Oh
meat is-
no!
I gotta poop.
She had too many hot
She had too
dogs.
many street hot dogs.
That's my shy impression.
It was a good one.
It was, but anyway, with 30 Garl, you're successfully able to push your way through the crowd. Then we come to Lynx. I need an acrobatics or athletics.
Think of Garl as like an ice clearer. She's cleared a path for you now.
Nat 20.
Garl,
Oh.
Lynx, that is enough. Lynx, you not only scoot by Garl, while you're doing so, you avoid, basically, as this person was running, they kicked a cart for, like, a farming cart that was being pushed through here to, like, a food processing plant. They, like, knocked the back of this cart, and a whole bunch of cabbages came falling out onto the street. And Lynx, you also avoid those cabbages.
Ah.
Do I also avoid a vendor that screams my cabbages?
If you would like to avoid so, you can, yes.
With a natural 20, can I chuck a frost vial at this Azer?
Would you like to assault someone in the street openly?
Kind of.
All right, roll the hit.
Watch this one be a nat 1.
My cabbages. 38. 38,
38.
I believe, crits this little person.
Oh!
Yo, 38 double crits.
Oh.
Oh no!
God.
You are on fire tonight, Lynx.
For the worst part of it.
Hey, no.
28.
They're all the same parts.
You successfully chuck this vial at them, and they just freeze up. 28 plus 10, 38. Yeah, they are. They're not looking good after that.
I simply wanted to impose a 10-foot penalty. I wasn't expecting to double crit the poor fucker.
Now, granted, it's only a critical hit, but you beat it by 20, basically.
God almighty.
Yeah. Wow. And
I kind of forgot that they were level 1 for what it's worth.
Oh, she's just a baby.
Cassandra, the crowd has become more intense, and now they're beginning to move towards the person who just assaulted someone in the air, and they're calling for construct guards.
I'm going to make a performance check if possible to just like distract.
Sure, make me a performance check.
Sweet. I feel like I have some sort of performance skill feat if this goes
Roll
bad
the
too.
busk. 22. Unfortunately, it's not enough.
Does let's see. Do I have anything else? No. Nope. I don't have anything else that can help.
All right, then. Nim.
So has she stopped moving?
She is still trying to run away, but she is definitely slowed up some, and she is basically, imagine if the entirety of like the one half of your body was frostbitten. That's what she's dealing with right now.
Hot.
It's I guess like the best way to put it was the left side of her body was covered in liquid nitrogen for a couple seconds.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Nim's going to, like, while moving backwards, give, like, a quick bow to the crowd and say, "This has been the Traveling Elemental Players!" And run after them, and Merle, like, flies around the crowd being like, "Traveling Elemental Players! Traveling Elemental Players!"
Make
And
me
then
a
follows
deception
after her. I'm adding, since Merle is helping and he's my little partner in crime, I'm adding 2 to this.
That's fine. Doesn't help if it's a natural
Oh,
one, Nim.
I'm gonna use a hero point. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Doesn't help if it's 2 natural ones in a row, Nim.
Shut up. Okay, well,
That's
that
still
sucks,
better.
but it's still a
27
27.
is not enough.
Oh,
Well, I
fuck.
tried.
Garl.
So we're concerned about someone running off for security.
No, the crowd's kind of
Or is
just
that
like, panicking a bit, and now they're panicking even more. So it's just be harder to move through them to get to them. But luckily, Garl's already mostly through the crowd. At this point, Garl, you could probably tackle them if you want to make another.
I've also slowed her down. Tackle her.
Sure. Sure, Garl will essentially flatten
Get
her.
her.
With...
Make me an athletics check.
All right. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Oh my
Goodness
god.
gracious.
Oh,
my god!
What is happening?
Wow.
This is all because I chucked a frost vial. I guarantee
It
it.
is. This is all your fault, Cooper.
So the
Eat
thing
my
about
ass.
it is, in order to grapple someone, you need to beat their reflex DC by 10. This wasn't part of the challenge. This was to physically grapple this creature. Their reflex save is +5.
So I did do it.
The
because
So you
they're-
beat
22
it.
is enough to
I'm ready
successfully
for dwarves being terrible at reflex saves.
grapple them and drag them into an alleyway. However, the alertness level of the city has now raised up by 1.
Oh, we got 2 stars. Oh no.
Fantastic.
Sore.
I briefly consider trying to quiet the dwarf by covering their mouth with my scarf, but then I
Yes,
remembered that-
choke her to death.
But then I remembered Nim gave me the scarf, and I don't want to risk damaging it.
Oh, that's fair.
So I just try and put a sleeper hold on her. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Passes out.
I got a dwarf.
got a dwarf.
What do I do with it?
Punt it.
Nim's gonna try one more time to be like, we caught the dwarf! Like, try to get the crowd into it. It's not gonna work.
Go for it.
But she's gonna keep trying anyway.
Go for it.
Can Lynx try to join in?
Yes, but keep in mind, because this is a failed lie that you're trying to refocus, the DC is now effective.
Wait, I'm really good at lying. I'm really good at lying, you guys. I've got like 2 lying skill feats. I've got
I
So
can't-
do I.
I was gonna try and
Calculator and
intimidate,
discreet
but
inquiry.
I think Abby's lying skill feats are better than mine, for what it's worth.
Well, the DC is now 35, so roll.
Oh
me
my god.
deception.
Okay.
Alright, Merle's gonna help me. That means that 35, I'll have a 23. I need to roll a 12 or higher. I'm gonna give it a shot.
That's a 34!
Unfortunately, the crowd is not taken in by your performance and your lies. The alert level has raised up by
What
an
if I'm
additional
gonna
1.
hero point it. I'm gonna
Do you have
again.
bless? Like, do we have any sort of modifier?
Did anyone guidance? Did anyone help me? Does that help at all?
I can guidance you right now.
I believe in you. That's what I can do.
Use your hero point, Nim.
I'm gonna
Send a
do
little
it. I'm gonna
guidance.
do it. Boop 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 ba-doop ba-doop. Gotta go down my character sheet. Come on, roll 20. Come on, roll 20. God, mother.
Fuck.
I hate this game.
The city's alert level is raised to
Yeah.
2.
Sadly,
Well-
all my cool spells can only be cast on
Right.
myself.
Can I?
All the leaves are brown.
All right. I'm going to try and see if I can make a deception. I'm going to bring out my Treladarian accent, and
Dialect.
to the people, I will go, please, the situation is under control. Move
Deception
along with
check.
your day. Hail Treladar.
DC 40.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know if that's possible to make, but here's
Season
my...
2, everybody. Season 2.
Here's
Oh
my
my god!
How bad is it? How bad is it?
That's a critical failure, babe!
Hero point, hero point, hero point. Let's go.
At least so it's not a crit fail. Oh
we go.
god. There's our 35.
Okay, but wait. So I've also, this should bring down the thing I need to reach. I
Oh.
don't know how much, but maybe.
Even when caught in falsehoods, you pile lie upon lie. Reduce the circumstance bonus a target gains for your previous attempts to create a diversion or lie to it from +4 to +2. If you're a master in deception, reduce that bonus to +1.
I don't think I'm a master in this. Let me check.
I
Time
don't
to
think you are.
see.
With a +19, you might be, but I don't think so.
Let's
So
see.
that would still be a 38, so it's still a failure.
Oh, come on! No, I'm an expert in deception, I'm not a master.
And so with that,
Oh my god.
gonna
enough.
be really
Basically, you guys have spent enough time trying to lie to this crowd.
I'm
And
waiting in the alley like, what's taking
Trying
them
to do
long?
so. Garl, you're waiting in the alley. You're across the street, basically. And, like, the dwarf is just off of this map. And I'm going to put you guys onto a map now.
Oh my
no.
god.
Is
The
there a
map is a
barrel I
prison
can put
cell.
them in upside down?
Yes, there is. And as now coming down the street is one of these creatures. One of the
Hooray!
big robots from this area. Now you're in alert level 2. And crawling out from the sewer grates
Whoa!
are two large swarms of small mechanical creatures. They are shaped like trilobites, but they're little robot trilobites.
Ooh, gross.
Cassandra's not a fan. I don't like those. I don't like
We
those. I
roll
don't
for
like those.
initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Yes. It's
Considering
time.
these are all constructs, Will, I don't think this will probably help in any way. But with my battle cry feat, I can, when we roll initiative.
Man, I did
intimidate.
not think that we would do this encounter tonight.
I would like to hero point that, so I'm going to.
It's fair. I'm going to run Ray into the ground.
It's not very nice.
Just checking. Well, there's no point in doing an intimidate check.
Let me check. I have to double check these things. I know that the two swarm creatures can't be affected by it. The swarm creatures cannot be affected by it. Can this thing be? No, it's also immune to mental, so no, it cannot be
Yeah.
affected by it.
So you hear a weird shout, and you're like, "Oh, that was weird."
All right, now I need to roll their initiatives. First up is the Compliant Centurion. Ooh, got a 37.
Oh my
Of
god.
course it
boy.
did. Of
And
course
then
it
the
did.
Compliant Swarm.
Okay, okay.
11.
Time to quickly check all the different things I can do.
Love it. They both got an 11.
Where am I at on this list? Did I not? I guess it didn't roll. 1 second. Let me.
No worries, just click on your character and roll initiative.
I forgot to click on it.
I'm going to decrease the amount so that people can see the full battlefield.
Come on, initiative.
There you go.
How bad is it?
32.
Oh, good.
32,
You got your
not bad.
32 back.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Alrighty. Well, they're going to go.
Haha.
And here's what's going to happen.
This
They're
is
going
fine.
to use one action to rev up.
Isn't that a mechanist spell from Flesh and Blood?
And they're going to stride 40 feet. 5, 10.
Uh-oh.
To there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Carl, no!
I will make a trophy of its spine.
Why are they going after Garl? She didn't do anything. I mean, I'm not
Yes,
complaining,
she did.
but
Yes, she did.
Oh,
She
don't
tackled
worry.
the Azer.
And I believe that they can make an attack as part of that.
Oh my god.
Of course
No,
they have
until
reach.
the end of
They
its
have-
turn. So it's going to go there. It's not going to attack you just yet, Garl, because first it's going to send one of its blades firing. It's going to use the other two actions to send a blade.
Now that's just the damage, though. What's the actual to hit? Oh,
No.
reflex save.
Right
okay.
through all four of you. And
Oh,
it'll go-
DC 30
DC
basic
30.
reflex save.
Okay. I do not care for that.
I'm hero pointing.
oh, okay, I'm good.
Oh.
Woo!
Where's my reflex? There it is. Okay.
There
You guys are nimble.
That's it. Oh.
It's right in the name.
Everyone.
It's right in the name.
The
Alright, so
hero
you'll
point
each
giveth,
take
and the hero point
14
taketh
slashing
away.
damage, except for Lynx, who will take none.
I think we should all take a moment to thank chat for all the hero points they've given us this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, God bless.
And that's the Compliant Centurion's turn. Cassandra. I
I'm
will
measuring. There's
say-
no way I can hit all of them.
I will say
But-
that, Cassandra, these are constructs, so you know that a lot of your stuff that has the mental tag won't necessarily affect them.
Oh, don't worry. I got a plan. Okay.
Don't worry.
So, I'm going to use my Shadow Blast. I I think either like 30-foot cone or 15-foot burst should hit 2 of them with, and I'm gonna do. I feel like bludgeoning, force, or pierce.
All right,
Which one
so
do you
you're
think
doing
I should go with?
What are you doing? A 30-foot cone?
Yeah, I think I'm doing a 30-foot.
Are you moving at all before you do that?
It says it's a 120-foot radius, so I think I can place it wherever I want. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do a 15-foot burst, and then it should get bam and bam
Well, it's a 15-foot burst within 120 feet.
within 120 feet.
Right.
Or a 50-foot line. So if you... Yeah.
Yeah, so I should be able to like from where I am. Bloop, bloop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
just
15-foot
pop it
burst.
there.
I think she's right.
All right, so you're doing that. And what type of damage is that?
I'm leaning towards bludgeoning, just because they are like mechanical. So I feel like bludgeoning them would be the best option.
Sure. Do you want to do bludgeoning?
Let's go
Yeah.
bludgeoning.
All right,
Off
and
top
then
of my
they
head,
get
I'm not
to
sure what the
choose
rate
the
damage
saving
is.
throw they do, right? Between fortitude and reflex. So the swarm is going to do a reflex and fail. And
Hot.
then the big one is going to do a reflex and 36 and succeed. So the swarm is going to take the damage. So roll me your d8s. So it is 23. Okay, so the swarm does not take all the bludgeoning damage. It appears to be resistant to it.
Okay.
But it does take a fair amount of the bludgeoning damage. The big one only takes half of that. And so...
Does the big one seem resistant?
the big one does not seem resistant. However, it
And-
does seem to have a natural hardness to it
Construct.
Bastard.
that the bludgeoning damage would not get through. So
Oh, dang.
only a teeny bit of that gets through.
So the bludgeoning ain't it, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Physical
will
damage
remain in my mind.
If it's hardness, then physical damage I think is going to be a problem.
Yes.
Probably.
On a side note, villain points are still not out of stock if anyone wants to buy me one of those.
Shut
Link,
up.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut
As someone
up.
who buys you a villain point every now and again, shut up.
Lynx, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I suss out just how tough the supporters look?
Yeah. It would be an Arcana check to identify the swarm.
I will not be doing that because I have.
I
A
won't. I
+5
have
to
Ray on the
Arcana.
initiative order.
Ada!
Oh, thank you for the villain
Chat.
point, Mark.
Unbelievable.
God damn it, Mark. You would betray Garl like this?
The good news
Mark.
is it's just one villain point a session. Anyway.
Compared to the 10 you guys get. So, Lynx, what are you doing?
I guess. Lynx is gonna hurl all over the floor. Gonna throw 3 acid flasks in a row at the big guy.
Okay.
Oh, there's a syntax error. I've never dealt with this in Roll20 before. Let me try this instead. Yeah,
That literally
syntax
wrote
error.
out tee-hee.
Tee-hee.
What a skill.
Let's take a look at Lynx's character sheet, chat, and let's see what's wrong. Which one are you trying to use?
Acid flask moderate. I've never experienced a syntax error before.
Yeah, nor have I.
Maybe refresh your roll 20?
That's what I'm thinking, because I haven't changed anything on this sheet since last session.
No, I'm getting a
so
syntax
I'm-
error on it too.
Oh,
Weird.
I wonder. I'm going to try
That's not good.
editing.
I can do this old school and just roll the d20 plus 19.
Yeah.
No, I fixed it.
Okay.
You had to take the delete the notes because it was...
Oh, was the... Ow. I didn't think that would actually affect it.
Yeah,
That's
the notes were
irritating.
So you rolled a natural... No, just kidding. Go ahead.
Hold on, I have to double check this damage modifier. So that is with the...
Man, I did not expect you guys to get to alert level 2 on the first day in the town.
Cool.
Why? Why didn't you expect that?
Didn't you, though?
And,
Oh, I
and
actually did.
Ray's not even here.
So 27, 28, and 14. All 3 of those miss.
Yep, I was afraid of that. Will it still take that splash
From
damage
the
of
first 2
5?
it will, but not from the last one.
Oh, not even the splash?
From the first 2 it
'Cause it
will,
critically
not from the
misses.
last one. You critically failed.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Alright, and that's Lynx. Garl,
Well, I have an important GM ruling that I need you to do.
go for it.
When I am raging as a spirit instinct barbarian, can I choose to turn off the energy aspect of my rage damage, or is it always on?
I believe it's always on.
Okay, that's a little problem then.
Not really, because you're doing negative and positive, not good or evil.
Yeah, but constructs are immune to necromancy.
Oh, yes, they are.
Technically, Garl wouldn't know that, though.
I'm helping.
You know what? Garl wouldn't know that. I'm going to play the character, not me. So, oh no, this is very bad, actually, but...
By the way, you guys picked the most mechanically challenging one for your party first.
Yay!
Actually, well,
Yes.
can I do an Arcana check?
Yes, Garl can.
20. Would I know that...
Garl would know that information.
Okay, so... Garl then is just going to then move over here. In between her new friends and the horrible robot thing. And I will choose not to rage, because now I know that would make all my damage 0 against the thing. And then I'm just going to smash it normally with my maul.
Roll
Try
to
and
hit.
break one of its knees. 32.
Hits.
That's 22 bludgeoning damage.
Not all of the damage goes through.
That's okay. I am now between it and my friends, and I am smacking it. I'm happy.
We're friends.
Smack, smack, smack.
All right.
Friend.
You guys have been so nice to Garl.
Yeah,
Not
it's
one
your
of you
turn.
have tried to eat her face like the things that she grew up around.
Oh no.
Nim, it's your
Magiskar
turn.
Wasteman.
Okay, I'm going
You
to.
grew up in the waste.
Oh. I'm gonna use all 3 of my actions, to summon a Cassisian, right on top of Garl, and then as a free action, just be like, "It's a helmet, just wear it." It's fully an angel that grants you an AC bonus, if it sits on your face. It looks like a helmet though, so it's fine.
Okay.
Important question though for Garl then, if it is going to sit on her face, is it a lady angel?
This is what it looks like.
It's a non-binary angel.
Okay.
I think they are just shaped like helmets. So you get like a nice winged helmet.
I am now
And
Thor.
since it's not an action, I don't even know if it will take an action for me. to
It's
commit.
an interact act. So you took your 3 actions to summon it. The creature gets 2. It's an interact action for it to sit onto Garl's head.
Right. I'm saying like from here on out, I don't know if I need to take an action to do
Oh.
stuff with it because
Never mind. Garl, I'm incorrect. It is a choice. You may choose to deal negative or positive.
See, I was reading that though, but it seems like that's on. You can
it
increase
seems like
the
it would
additional
be-
damage.
Here, I'm going to actually read it, and I'll read it, and I'll make the full ruling right now.
Yeah. While raging, you can increase the additional damage from rage from 2 to 3, and change its damage type to negative or positive.
And change its damage type to negative or positive. So because it's an and, that means that if you want to rage, it does that in addition to the
Yes.
damage.
So I can live without the 14 additional hit points for the moment.
Yeah, you can.
so you now have a +1 to your AC, and you also have a +1 against saves from attacks from evil creatures. I don't know if these count as evil.
They're all
They
neutral.
seem pretty nasty, but okay, sure.
They're aggressively neutral.
Alrighty. Ray's going to go. Ray has a movement speed of an ungodly amount
55,
nowadays.
I think.
Ray has his movement speed of 55.
Yeah, it's big.
Ooh, Garl is quite the tank now.
Mm-hmm.
So Ray's going to stride twice to get to there.
Use your new scarf, Ray.
See, I was worried about not being in great flanking position, but then I remember Ray is a speedy thing.
And
Yep.
then Ray is going to spend an action to get into her stance. And then
Hot.
Ray is going to flurry of blows.
Punch, punch, punch.
That doesn't sound like an ability she has.
32 and 30. So because they're flat-footed, both of those will hit.
Nice. Good to
So
know.
that'll be 15, 11, so that's 29 minus that. Okay. And
Flat-footed. I don't know what that's about.
All right, next up is a compliance swarm.
I really don't like the sound of that.
It's going to
Either.
stride thrice. Sorry, not thrice.
Oh
twice.
no, swarms!
It's going
Oh.
to stride
It
twice
begins.
to get to there. And
I want
Nim
to
was
shout out
the
a bit of
biggest
advice,
thing.
but
So Nim, this is on you. Can you make me a DC 18 basic reflex save?
I can certainly try.
It's
How did I not
They can only target
parse?
one creature in the swarm. Oh, that's a success. You only take 3 points of piercing damage. However, I do need you to make a save against compliance venom. It's a DC 25 fortitude save.
That means that I don't take any damage because I have a physical damage thing.
I
Is
feel
your
so
curse active?
stupid that I didn't parse out that this was like a
Yes.
swarm of little guys.
Okay, you're
Critical
fine.
success.
All right, then this one's going to go. It would go towards Ray.
hate swarms so much.
You know who else hates swarms? My bombs.
And Ray's going to need to make 2 saves. Double success. So Ray will take 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Ray has a whopping 106 at max, so she's at 96 now. And then Ray will need to make 2 fortitude saves.
This is the
29.
first fight we've been in without Chip's healing.
And
Yeah, it is.
27. Both are successes.
Remember, I've got the healing aura on. Y'all can just touch me if you want to
so,
get healed.
on the
High
start of
fives.
this at the start of this creature's turn, the blade comes back to it, back along the path that it went. So I need now everyone but Ray to make me a reflex save.
God damn it.
Hate that.
DC 30. So Garl, that's a critical failure. Lynx, that's a failure. Cassandra, can I get a reflex save? That's a success. That's a success. So Nim and Cassandra will take 6. Garl and Lynx will take 12 points of damage.
Oh,
Got it.
only 12?
Yeah, only 12. Only
It
12 on the
rolled- It rolled
backswing.
really low.
Oh, I saw the 24 and I got... Oh, Garl laughs at that.
And then it's going to use 3 of its actions to stab Garl. 41.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Why?
That will crit.
That'll be 48 points of damage.
That's okay.
Why do I even bother giving you an AC?
27.
27 pings off of Garl's armor.
31.
That will hit, but not crit.
25 slashing.
All right. Hold on a sec.
Jesus.
Sorry, how much was the first one? 48?
48.
48 minus, and then another 25?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm out of the triple digits now.
All right, Cassandra.
Well,
I'm very
we're
proud
gonna
of
try
myself.
this. I'm gonna move to right here,
Very proud of myself.
and then I'm going to.
To be fair, you got a natural 18 on that first attack. That was going to hit
I
pretty
did.
well.
love
I
Will.
was very happy with that.
Such a
Oh,
goofball.
road.
I have something that's going to make you rather annoyed then, Will.
Okay. I'm going to the Shadow Blast. I'm going to try fire damage on this one.
All right.
It's 50-foot line.
All right, so you're going to do that in a way that doesn't get Ray, I assume.
Yes.
All right, they're going to both make reflex saves. I'm going to start with the Centurion. 35, they succeed, but not critically. And the Swarm. 19, they critically fail, so they'll take double.
Woo! We like to see that.
Very hot.
Okay, so that's enough to take out the Swarm.
Nice.
Big, sexy.
How's the big guy looking with the fire?
I mean, yeah, the fire does all of its damage, but he still has a lot of hit points left.
Nice. Okay, the fire good.
Yeah,
Fire good.
Speaking of fire good, Lynx, it's your turn.
So just to clarify, Cassandra did just use something aspected fire, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lynx is gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna hurl another acid flask at the big guy to start off,
30
Nice.
will miss.
even though it's flat-footed.
It's only
Can't be
flat-footed
flat-footed.
Flat-footed to Ray.
and Garl.
Well, yeah. It's hard to get flat-footed for ranged.
Yeah.
I would like to hero point that.
Go for it.
Worse. Got it. Very cool.
That's not a critical failure, though, so it'll still deal the 5 splash.
He'll scream "son of a whore" at the top of his lungs, and then throw 2 alchemist fires at the little guy next to us.
Both of those will hit. Which I think is 27, 28, 29, 30 points of damage, which is exactly what you need, plus the splash damage to kill it.
Yay!
Yeah, those guys, those little ads, they're just meant to possibly put you to sleep for 8 hours.
Possibly.
There are scary implications there.
That is all 3 of his actions. Never mind.
Garl!
Um, so Garl, looking at the pretty hefty damage that was dealt to her last turn, she's going to tense and flex her muscles a little bit, and she lets out kind of a roar that becomes a weird sound, almost like the crystal sound you get when you run your finger across, glass or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a sort of charge in the air, and there are now 4 Garls.
Oh,
Son of a gun.
Garl casts Mirror Image.
Oh, you son of a
Hot.
gun.
And that leaves me with 1 action, and I'm going to try and break its other knee.
Roll the kneecap.
36.
36 will hit flat-footed.
So that will be 24 bludgeoning damage, however much goes through.
Yep.
And this is not... I'm not even raging.
Nope.
So
This is Garl's
Sexy.
just
7
damage
more
output.
damage.
Nim.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move forward just a little bit, and we're gonna electric arc it, cause hopefully electricity does some stuff.
I hope it's not like a flesh golem and electricity heals it.
Well, it's minimum damage. So.
We're gonna
Critically
find out.
succeeded. It
How
takes
is it so nimble? It's huge.
Well, that's my turn.
Level 10, guys.
level 10.
Level
Ray,
10.
Ray is going to start off with a flurry. 32 will hit, but the 22 will not hit. Minus 15. And then Ray is going to make 2 more attacks. 25 and 12 both miss. And we go to the Compliant Centurion. Garl,
Yes,
I'm just going to roll these 3 attacks on you.
Okay.
Attack the first. 32.
That hits a mirror image.
Psst. Attack the second. 20.
Actually, hold on. Does it only hit if it would hit me normally?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity? Okay, so the first one would have hit, but it hit the mirror image. Second, 22 wouldn't hit me to begin with.
Okay, and then third one. No.
Wouldn't hit me to begin with.
Ooh, I rolled
So one-
terribly there.
And I still got 2 mirror images left.
I rolled badly. I'm sad. Cassandra.
I'm so sad for you.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You don't get to
I'm
roll the ball.
Ooh, should I actually? Now I'm second guessing myself. Why did we do that? Does this thing sound like or seem like it can hear?
Technically, yes, it could hear.
I don't know if this will like
We know
do
what.
any sonic damage. Yeah, look, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try
You
a
could do
sound
it.
burst.
You could
That's a
do a
classic.
knowledge check.
It's
Oh.
a classic.
I'll do a knowledge check first.
Arcana.
Alrighty. I don't even know what my arcana is. I
I
don't
would
even
think it's
think
pretty
gonna
good.
do anything. Arcana. Oh, that's decent.
You know nothing, Cassandra Snow.
Woof.
I've never known a thing in my life.
Would you like
Hasn't
Alright.
stopped you yet, though. Hasn't stopped you yet.
Might as well give it a go. I'm gonna sound burst it.
Go
I
for
love
it.
that for you.
Fortitude save. 37, so it succeeds. It'll take half the
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, it does take damage! Yay!
Boom. All right, Lynx, you're up.
I sure am.
Just.
You know, the saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this hasn't worked once. However, I'm gonna move. Yeah, no, I'm gonna move. Sorry,
No worries.
right here, so that I'm still in range to throw things at it correctly.
You don't want to be in a nice blade throwing line anymore, Lynx?
No,
Sad.
no, no,
No,
Why so
no.
sad?
Mr. Superman not here.
Mr. Superman, no here.
Uh,
Fuck yes,
38 hits, 23 misses.
no
But
problem.
not critically, just
and-
to use a splash.
With the 38, I'm going to impose Debilitating Bomb to get flat-footed for everybody.
Alrighty,
Ooh,
so
you'll
38
love to see
does
that.
20 in total. 5, okay. They're still up.
I need a Fortitude save as well at the start of its next turn.
Okay, I can do that. Garl. If it gets it next turn.
I am going to just lay into this thing now.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
So attack the first. 32.
Hits.
29 bludgeoning damage.
Still standing.
Second. 31.
Flat-footed, it hits.
All right. 21 bludgeoning damage.
Still standing.
Third. You know what? Actually, will.
Yep.
As a third action, I'm not sure if this would count for Mappa or whatever it is. I would like to trip it.
That does count for that.
Shit.
I'm going to try anyway.
Okay.
Now, is it an athletics check?
Yep.
And I do have Titan Wrestler, so
Good for you.
30.
Carl's so cool.
So, this is a top-heavy creature. So its ability to be tripped, its DC to be tripped is reduced by 5. Its reflex save is plus 25, making its reflex DC 35, but in order to trip it, a 30. Garl, you have toppled this Titan.
I see I've weakened it with one of its knees with my constant badgering, and I just reach out and like try and do a weird hug thing and bend the knee the wrong way.
Oh,
God.
And now it can't stand easily.
Very hot.
Nim.
Question: does being knocked prone affect its ability to make reflex saves?
No.
Saves?
Savers.
It does
Silly.
not.
Savers.
Seves.
Yeah, I suppose I'm just gonna try to electric arc it again, and hopefully it doesn't roll over a 14.
Alrighty.
Do you want to put it in the chat? Roll 20. There we go. Jesus Christ!
I rolled an 18.
Good God.
Ray is going to go. Ray is going to flurry of blows it.
You have to
And-
wonder, like,
and
the fact that
miss.
it's prone, nothing to
And
reflex,
then
it
two
just
more attacks.
rolling all around.
And
Oh.
miss. Alright, this thing cannot do anything except try to stand up. It needs a DC 30 acrobatics check.
That's it.
It got
Oh
a
my
42.
God.
It stands up with its first
Will?
action.
Will,
Yes.
did it try to stand up?
It does. That provokes an AO girl.
Yes, I'm gonna try and smash its face in.
Go for it.
Yay!
After this attack of opportunity, I do need that fort save.
29, which
That hits because it's flat-footed, and I will do the fort save right now.
not great
You
damage.
got a 40.
Believe it or not, that 40 completely passes that check. It is no longer flat-footed.
Yes, and Garl, you do 19 points. Hardness subtracts from that, and it's still standing. It gets 2 more attacks.
Okay.
It's going to attack Garl with a sword. 39.
39 will possibly crit. Well,
On a crit,
Actually-
What's
it
your-
just with mirror image on a crit, it pops on your images and it turns the hit into a regular hit. So you just take 25.
okay.
Yeah.
So I have 1 mirror image left after this, and I take 25.
And second attack, natural 20.
That will take out the last mirror image and do just 18. So
Nice.
hold on a sec.
Cassandra.
83 minus 25.
Cassandra will walk up behind Garl. That's Garl, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
Alright.
just an angel sitting on her face.
And Cassandra will gently wrap her arms around Garl for, I think it's 4d10 healing.
Hot.
Aw.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. On
Roll
a
your
double check.
4d10.
Yeah, I think it's 4d10. I'll just roll 4d10.
Yeah, I think 24.
Nice.
Okay.
Lynx.
Garl does tremble at the unexpected human contact, but kind of leans into it.
Oh,
For her. She needed a hug.
Scarl just,
I mean,
like, touchstart.
At this point, there's possibly more of Garl's blood on the ground than there is in her body, so...
You know.
Oh.
I hope this helps, bestie.
Lynx, what
Um,
you got?
It's fights like these that I'm really glad that Acid Flask is one of the 2 vials that I have, like, a basically infinite supply of. So,
So the second one, it misses. However, the splash damage will kill it,
okay.
as it was at a
Splash
whopping 1
damage,
hit
man.
point.
It's always the splash damage.
It was at a
Every
whopping.
little bit
It was at a
counts!
whopping 1 hit point after Garl's attack.
Incredible.
Should have looked at it meaner.
But as you guys do that and you drag your Azir out of the alley and get to a hidden spot, that is where we will end this week's session. Well, our infiltration mission has turned into something a little bit more. But thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Don't
I'm
forget to
concerned
check out
about
our
leaving
many
a
other
blood
shows
trail.
like the Calling
Shy
Chronicle.
is not here, so I simply had to stir the pot in her absence.
Of course you did. We couldn't just have a normal field trip with the Frizz. No way!
And we will all see you on the next one. Don't forget to check out our many other streams. But before we go, tonight, we are going to go and say hi to Matt. He's the guy that I played Pathfinder with on another stream. They're playing the game we were playing yesterday, Dark Deity. So they're probably playing it much better than I am because Matt's much better at those games than I am. So we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye!
Bye. It's still really hot in this room.